What's going on, guys? Duelim here, back again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Mephisto changes. That's right, he's getting buffed because Scopely and Krakens were mad that we were one-shotting Mephistos with Cabal, Kang, and Titania. So if you're ready to see what those changes are, let's get into it. That's right, Scopely heard your complaints and Mephisto is getting updated because we have all been saying he is so terrible. You can one-shot him in Cosmic Crucible with Baron Zemo and Hydra minions. So guess what? Scopely's making sure that doesn't happen. We've got Mephisto updates. So we've been reviewing the impact Mephisto makes on the game since he launched, and we decided to make updates to his kit. When we developed Mephisto, we wanted players to be able to choose which empowered ability they use in a battle. This flexibility feels great in the hands of players while at offense, as each ability has different use cases where they are most optimal. However, they're lackluster when Mephisto is on defense, as he'll default to his empowered ultimate, which I absolutely agree. It is kind of crappy that you are stuck using the Mephisto ultimate when he's on defense. So, in response to that, we're updating Mephisto's kit, focusing on improving his consistency and staying power while on defense. This means Mephisto will be more powerful. That's right, more powerful. However, his power and utility would be befitting of a character obtained from the Dark Dimension. We aim to have these improvements by Friday, May 31st, because if not, our Krakens will leave the game. Below is the current list of updates. That's right. His stats are getting bolstered by 50%. 50% health, 50% armor, 50% resistance, and 50% focus. For context, if you guys would like to see, Mephisto at 7.5, we'll drop it down to 7.5. No diamonds, nothing crazy, right? We'll drop it down, right? Mephisto, 6 million health. What's 50% of 6 million? That's right, 3.1 million health. So 3.1 million on top of that. So he'll have 9.5 million health almost. He's going to get, oh, what was that? Not 50% damage. Oh, don't worry, 280k damage. That would have been too much to bolster. But armor, that's right, another 50%. So add 90k to that number, 87k. And then focus, yeah, add another 35,000 to that. Resistance, add another 35,000 to that as well. That's right. His stats are going to be nuts. And you want to know what his stats will be with his passive? Yeah, with passive, he's at 9.5 million health. And I don't know how the 50% calculates into this, but he could be close to 14 million health. What? His armor is going to be almost 300k. And let's see, the next highest is Penny Parker, then Hardlight. Cool, 300k armor? Yeah. That seems fair. Let's just make Mephisto unkillable now, because that's great. But guess what? This isn't even the worst part about this. It gets better. So for combat data, special Hellfire Blast. Updated the combat data so Mephisto no longer applies taunt to himself if he is the villain with the highest health, which I think is cool. He shouldn't have taunt on him. That's kind of dumb, honestly. There's no reason why he should have taunt on himself or put taunt on himself. That's stupid, right? For the ultimate, Revenge of the Damned, for all mythic enemies, it's still going to apply vulnerable. It's still going to apply immunity. So we'll scroll down here for the new stuff. Apply ability block for 2 turns. Attack all enemies for 750% damage. Same old, same old. Clear all battlefield effects on allied side. Apply battlefield effect. Mark of Mephisto. And then the Mark of Mephisto is the same thing, but now this attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. So that is going to change things pretty drastically. That's going to make it way worse because now, like, Weaver's, charges, anything like that, don't really do anything. Pretty sure, Blind does nothing now. That's cool. That's fun. Also, can't be blocked. Guess what? Still gets worse. Empowered Ultimate, the debilitating pack. So this is what he is always doing on defense. This is what he is always going to do on defense. He's still going to default to the ultimate. So old is apply exhausted to all enemies, lose empowered. Apply exhausted to all enemies, but now on defense, he's going to apply exposed to the 2 mythic enemies with the highest health, which means that he's going to do what his special already does by applying that exposed. So he's doing it twofold on defense, making him absolutely disgusting on defense. And then you're going to lose empowered. But guess what? That's still not the worst part about these updates. We're getting to that. Passive, in the details, old. On spawn, if this character is not a clone and does not have exhausted, gains 666% speed until this character's first turn. Until this character has any, until this character's first turn. If this character has any mythic enemies, gain charged, right? Same old, same old. If this character's first turn, if this character is not a clone and did not spawn with exhausted, become empowered. Same old, same old. When this character or ally drops below 20% max health, clear taunt from that character. Now, guess what? Exhaust doesn't do anything to Mephisto. So on spawn, if this character is not a clone, gain 666% speed until this character's first turn. And if this character has any mythic allies, gain charged. Same thing. Mephisto can now gain speed if he is spawned with exhausted. That's right. He's still going to get the 666% speed bar, even if you sack it or even if you're coming back in. He will still do that. It still gets worse. On this character's first turn, if this character is not a clone, become empowered. Mephisto can now gain empowered if he spawns with exhaust. So no matter what, Mephisto will be doing his pact ultimate, the debilitating pact ultimate, and he's going to be applying exhausted to all enemies no matter what, and he's also going to be applying exposed to the 2 mythic enemies with the highest health, even if you sack it. So guess what? Mephisto will no longer be cleared in Cosmic Crucible because of this. It is an absolute stonewall. There's nothing you can do to beat this now. This is absolutely ridiculous. So now he's, no matter what, going to be doing his speed mechanic on spawn, and he's also going to be doing his packs. There's no way around it whatsoever. When this character and ally drops below 25% max health, apply stealth and 1 death proof to that character, because 50% health wasn't enough at 9.5 million health. Let's just give him 3.75 million more health because of this boost. And then let's also make it so he gets stealth and death proof just in case he gets close to dying. We wouldn't want that to happen now, would we? That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Now, empowered passive in the details. It's also clearing vulnerable from self and all allies. So Cabal does nothing to this man anymore. Cabal is just as useless as everybody else was. Also, this attack gains 1000% extra focus, unavoidable, cannot be blocked, or counterattacked. So he is guaranteed to apply the safeguard defense up and offense up, but also pretty much guaranteed to apply trauma, defense down, offense down, and bleed to all enemies. Because guess what? APOC passive is only like 200% focus drop. He's getting 1000% extra focus. And it's unavoidable. And it can't be blocked. So he will be putting this on your team. And he's going to do that every single time you come in to fight him, no matter what. And this is absolutely ridiculous and making Mephisto unbeatable on CC defense, or you're going to need to put, because you can only put a max of 2 exhaust on him. So unless you're going to exhaust him twice and then pray and fingers crossed that Cabal can tickle him without their vulnerables because he's clearing them now, you have no chance. You have no way of getting through this. And on War, guess what? There's going to be 6-7 attacks on this guy before you can actually take out his team, because exhaust does not debilitate him like it used to. This is absolutely ridiculous, and I can't believe Scopely went this route with this character because the Krakens complained, because the smart people were able to figure out on Cosmic Crucible, we're able to one-shot him with Kang, Cabal, and Titania, and people weren't happy about that. Mephisto was not the auto win that people wanted him to be on Cosmic Crucible defense and War defense, so people complained, and now they're getting their way. So guess what? Push for DD7 even harder than you were before. Stop building all of your characters that are not needed. Skip Alpha Flight. Start buying that red gear. Don't walk, run. But until next time, this has been Doolum. Later, y'all.